Louisiana beer reviews. Here we are looking at Reindeer Droppings from Ridgeway Brewing.
Yum.
Well, it's a terrible name and it's a ridiculous label. And I have been kind of getting in a discussion, conflict, whatever, with one of my viewers, Greenleaf, and he was saying, "Oh, you worrying about the labels and all these beer companies like Budweiser up there and Michelob and all, they have like these dignified labels, but the beer inside is ho hum and people don't really like it. So what's the point of having the dignified labels?" And I'm ripping on companies like Clown Shoes with their silly labels. He said, "But what's inside is much better." And I wasn't really saying that what's inside isn't better. I'm saying I just don't find that the label projects the right image.
I see.
But if the people buy it,
I mean,
it's just me
considering
saying
this is a holiday beer, I feel like, the kind of childishness or the playfulness of the illustrations kind of make
Now that could
sense,
be true. And that was just my opinion of it. Maybe, like I told him, maybe I'm just have a stuffy personality or whatever.
You calling people out in your videos now?
Oh, I always do that. But no, it's just I think maybe people don't often understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the quality inside the bottle or the can. I'm just saying that I noticed with the hard liquors, even the cheap ones usually, they'll like look nice, even though maybe what's in it is not good. I don't know. And then people usually look at hard liquor like dignified, like you're classy if you drink hard.
Labels are important. It's sort of like judging a book by its cover, unlike books that have stupid covers.
Right. That's just a, it's not a big
some beer I saw recently
tragedy.
That changed their label. Maybe it was Sam Adams. I don't remember.
Yeah, they are constantly doing that.
But it's like...
They live to change labels.
No, it's Woodchuck. Woodchuck changed their label, and it doesn't have a woodchuck on it anymore. It's got this stylized, like, contemporary lettering, and I just don't think it looks good.
Well, this cap is very plain. It's plain silver cap. The label looks washed out. Like, you notice that?
Yeah, it's not even really attention grabbing, and I mean, why wouldn't there be a reindeer on it?
They're in the background, see? There's Santa Claus and this reindeer going into the moon.
Well, they need to reevaluate their graphic design choices.
Then there's beer bottles dropping in parachutes. Reindeer droppings. There's, it's dumb.
I mean, if I were in the store and I passed that, I would probably just pass that beer. Like, I don't think I would even stop to...
It's a dumb label, and it doesn't look like well done. It's like it's like faded or cheap looking.
I guess it's supposed to look vintage, but it looks faded.
It's been sitting on the shelf for a long time. Maybe it's it's like that faux old like clothes. They do with clothes, try to make them look old when they're not. Okay. Oxfordshire, United Kingdom, that's in England. Falling from the sky, little bombs of flavour come the reindeer droppings. Like little bombs of flavour. Each one is sweet like California raisins, let's remember that. But bitter and pungent like a freshly peeled grapefruit.
Like a fresh reindeer dropping.
Lip-smackingly tasty. Then pow, it's gone. How did that happen? You drink it all. And this was $5.99 for this one bottle. It better be good. Heck. 6% alcohol, contains barley, imported by Shelton Brothers. Well, we've had some of the other Ridgeway. We had the Mad Elf, the Bad Elf, the Insanely Bad Elf, and all of those ones, remember? Santa's.
I feel like those labels were a little better.
And, well, they had Santa's Butt in one state, and that's a type of liquor container, but one state, I think it was New Hampshire, like, you can't sell that here with that name. It doesn't fit our guidelines for appropriateness. Okay, but
because it was Santa's butt, or was it because it was a child's like character on a beer?
Two problems: Santa Claus on a beer. Okay. Secondly, Santa's butt.
Because I just saw a Heineken ad this morning with Neil Patrick Harris, so he was like, well, he was wearing like a cape and a hat. And he's like, well, because Santa Claus can't be in beer commercials, I'm coming to you today dressed as the holiday wizard. And then they bring in like a plastic reindeer.
Yeah, that's actually true. And but anyway, and just like some states won't allow Founder's Breakfast Stout with the little baby eating the porridge on the cover because it's babies, children related with beer. So some of them they'll show other things on the label. The one we get here shows the baby eating the porridge. Doesn't show a baby drinking beer, but anyway. All right. So you've never had this. I've never had this. Beer Advocate says it's good. just a B. Rapier says it's just bad.
I tend to not have high expectations for the novelty beers.
45 out of 100, 62 out of 100 for the style. So Rapier just flat out doesn't like it. But I don't think they like any of this series. It's light. It's like honey colored.
Yeah, I would say
light
so.
amber.
Mm-hmm.
Say it's an amber ale. I was not super delighted to pay $5.99, but I'm getting to where I don't want to pay a lot for beers anymore. But I don't know, I'm becoming too fuddy-duddy or something.
You need to set up that Patreon account. We'll talk about it.
No, that's another topic. I just find a lot of good values in like the little singles for $1.
Well, I subscribe, like there are podcasts I listen to where I give like $2 a month. There's this podcast I give $2 a month to their Patreon account, and so I get access to like some bonus stuff, and they get some money. So that's a lot of online creators will do that. They'll set up a Patreon and people can like subscribe at like they say the $2 level or the $5 level or whatever. One podcast I listen to, they only do the $1 level.
And you have to pay to watch them?
No, their content is still free. But so like, say I give $2 to this podcast, I can still access all the episodes for free. But because they're making content that I like, I choose to support them and give them the money. And in exchange for that $2, I get access to like the Patreon like. They post these like vlog. They post extra videos in addition to their podcast.
So you get like the premium content.
Yeah. So there's another podcast where if I gave all they do is $1 a month. But with that $1 a month, you get access to like they'll do a live stream once a month where you can kind of join the little live stream, the Google Hangout, So that's like a big thing right now that creators will do. Amanda Palmer from the Dresden Dolls, well, she's not in that band anymore, but she funded her whole most recent album all through like Kickstarter stuff, and now she is like working just through Patreon. Like she releases her music for free, so you pay like what you want, basically.
My channel is so low level access type thing that I don't think I'll ever do it.
I'm saying you would be surprised at who would be willing to pay $2 a month.
I don't even sell t-shirts or bottle openers, guys. So
bottle openers would be cute. But the thing is, it's not like you're forcing people to do it. It's like it's still for free if they decide they want to contribute money because they like the reviews.
Yeah, that guy Super West does that on his beer reviews. He's like, if you click here, it won't cost you anything, but it'll help my channel out. Some kind of way that works, yeah. It'll help his channel if you click there. I never clicked there.
I don't know what that is, but
some kind of other setup like that.
Because I think as like creators, whether you're making poetry or like online video content, there's this idea that whatever creative labor we do should be free. It's kind of like right, and like we don't need to be compensated for it. But I think I don't know.
Well,
if people want
to. In my case, this is what I do anyway. So it's like it's just like I'm recording what I'm gonna do regardless. I
know, but I'm saying like the reciprocal exchange, right? So I listen to that podcast and I like it. I listen to it. I like it enough, and I get enjoyment of it that I choose to give them $2 every month because it's not a lot, and it's like I appreciate the fact that they're putting their energy and creativity into it.
I understand, and they're really like working though. My case, it's like this is like a little video window on my world of what I do.
If you think that you would pay $1 a month to watch these on your own volition to watch these videos, say so in the comments. I would be interested to see what people think.
I would highly recommend that you not pay any money whatsoever to watch these videos under any circumstances. Okay, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pay to watch my videos. Okay.
You buy beer with the money.
No, I think if I was like a billionaire, I would just be reluctant to pay that kind of money. Like, I would still say $5.99. I don't know. That's just who I am. That's the way I am. We were going to talk about the presidential election, but we didn't want to have a big father-daughter fight, right?
Yeah, and in general, I've been trying not to evoke certain things into my domestic space, right? Like it's kind of like you don't invite, evil spirits into your house. I've been trying not to say certain names in my dwelling place. Trying to keep the bad juju out, the good energy in. So certain things I just...
Yeah, and I'm doing that positive energy projection at all times. All right, anyway.
This beer smells weird.
I like the aroma. I like it a lot. It's got, it looks good. It doesn't look extraordinary, but it looks really nice, and the aroma is really fantastic.
It smells coppery.
It's got, it's like a sourdough bread, a sweetness, a little caramel. It's all muted, but it's there. And a little spicy white bread. Oh, I think it's just fabulous. But
I get some of that stuff. It also sort of smells like sourdough bread with a bunch of pennies in it.
Yeah, but you're making it sound unpleasant. Let's go with the flavor.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
It's making me think of something else. I can't think of what it is. Oh, yeah.
It's dry.
A little bit it's making me think of Audible Ale. A little bit it's making me think of the Iron Maiden Trooper Ale. Well, that makes sense because that's who made Iron Maiden Trooper at Ridgeway.
Tastes
yeah,
like
it's
ham.
dry. It's dry. It's very dry.
Tastes like a honey ham at Christmas. Do you taste the honey ham?
You see, I think you're tasting ham glaze, the glaze that people put on.
Yeah.
And
Tastes
I said
like
the Ibiza
ham
Christmas
glaze.
beer one time tasted
Tastes like black
ham.
pepper and ham, yeah. No, I'm
There's
tasting
a
ham glaze.
white pepper more than black pepper. There's a peppery note. There's some bread crust. It's white bread crust. The mouth feels medium, light to medium. It's not a heavy beer. 6% alcohol though. Good grief. It's pretty strong.
It is strong. It's the mouthfeel is light, but there's a lot of flavor. There's a lot of like kick to it.
And I don't think it's made with any water. I mean any.
Yeah, white bread crust.
I don't think it's made with any adjuncts like. Well, here's the ingredients right here. Barley.
Little copper.
Sugar. Oh, it has sugar. It's probably Belgian candy sugar. Hops, yeast, no corn or rice. You know, Budweiser uses rice. Busch beer uses corn, but none of that. It's just
good. I don't like the corn or rice.
It's the candy sugar. But it's not too sugary. It didn't go overboard. So it's sort of, you know what? It's making me think of that Joseph's
I do not
brow.
like the smell.
It's that pungent farm.
That smells like reindeer droppings.
If you're at a farm and the animals are sweating on the hay, that's what it smells like. Yeah, it's got that Brettanomyces, that horse blanket, like you smell at a farm.
Which, I mean, frankly, is all I want from a beer.
This is becoming more like a Belgian beer. It's reminding me of that Joseph's Brow Belgian Golden Ale or Blonde Ale.
It does smell like a sweaty horse or something. Reindeer droppings.
This is really interesting, and I think the reason it's getting bad ratings on Rate Beer is because they're not expecting all these oddity flavors.
It smells really weird, but it tastes really good, is what I think.
Yeah, I'm really
I didn't think I was
impressed.
going to like the taste. I had very low expectations.
It's 6%. That's the same as King
I
Cobra
want to smell
or
it, though.
Bud Light Platinum. Those are 6%. You know, it's I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I find this intriguing in some ways. But folks, I think this is a really what we're picking up at that farmhouse, that Belgium, that barnyard aroma. I think it is a Belgian style golden ale. Really is what it is. It's got citrus, like little hints of orange peel.
Yes.
Little hints of like when you peel an orange and it sprays the juice, the little spritz of it. I think it's an A beer. Yeah, I'm glad I paid the $5.99 now. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, I'd buy it in a few years, maybe 3 or 4 years to do a revisit, but I wouldn't make a habit of buying it all the time. But I'm really impressed with it. I think Beer Advocate saying it's good is fair. I think it's better than good. I would be more into the A range, like it's an A most excellent beer. I think Rate Beer giving it the low score they're giving it is unfair. 45 out of 100, that's ridiculous. I don't agree with that at all. There are 2 video reviews, by the way, previous to this. Well, I think it's a dynamite beer. And I'll tell you, that lemony and that horse blanket is coming out more and more as I drink on it. And I've never tasted a horse blanket, but it just makes people think of like a barn, a farm. It's kind of like compost, like back to nature type things that, you know, you're trying to say it in a nice way.
Compost, back to nature. This should be the tagline of their beer.
You know, you're trying to make it sound where somebody would want to try it. And I think people should try it. Don't let us sway you against it because it's peculiar.
It is good.
So I'm going to say A. I don't know what you're going to say. I'm saying solid A. I mean, that's going, for a novelty beer, maybe that's going a little far, but I really do. I could drink the whole thing, and I would just be delighted. 500 milliliter bottle.
I'm going to give it an A- because the smell, they need to address this issue.
Yeah, it's never going to correct it won't, with that kind of yeast, it's not going to change. It's going to have that pungent.
The smell is very off-putting. So it's got to lose points for that.
Yeah, but still you're giving it an A-. That's a pretty high score, an excellent score.
That is.
So anyway, thank you for watching this video production, Les Le Bon Temps Relais, and we'll be onward and upward with other items. Y'all come on down to Louisiana.
The weather is very fickle.
Yeah.